Hi, my name is Jaden Chambers, and this is my Family and Culture Welcome Night script assignment. Family relationships and environment have a great impact on a child's development. These relationships are how children first express themselves. Those expressions could be crying, smiling, laughing, and asking questions. How caregivers act and respond to one another has a great impact on how children respond and act as well. They tend to mock our behavior, and they are always watching us. For example, if parents are arguing, the child could pick up on that angry temperament and loud voices potentially, and they could mock that behavior later on, without knowing that that's a negative way of responding. Therefore, healthy relationships with the family and in the classroom encourage the child to have confidence, resilience, and communication skills that are respectful and kind. Culture and community also play a large role in children's development. Culture gives children a sense of who they are, but when they are at odds in their environment, it hinders their development due to confidence. But as educators, by showing an understanding and acceptance of diverse cultures and how each student is unique and their backgrounds are unique, children can feel supported and recognized and even celebrated for who they are and for what they're capable of. This can have a great impact on their growth and learning, so it is very important to acknowledge cultures and different backgrounds and communicate that and celebrate them. Trauma and stress can also have a huge impact on children's development. Some common traumatic experiences that young children could possibly endure are neglect, psychosocial, physical, sexual, or verbal abuse. Some other things are natural disasters, terrorism, and community and school violence. Some signs that a child has endured these events are fearing separation from family, crying and screaming a lot, eating poorly and losing weight, having nightmares, or bad behavior. These things can also lead to poor learning abilities, having distracting behaviors, or they are distracted, which can lead to bad grades and distractions for the other students in the classroom. To help, it is adamant that we ensure that the child is safe, whether that be reporting anything if necessary to help the child and get them into that safe environment, or also just explaining to the child that they are not responsible for what they have been through and what has happened, and talking them through that if they're comfortable. It is important for us as educators to be patient with the healing process because it takes time, and each person heals a little bit differently and wants to work things out differently. So it is important for us to have patience with that and encourage the child in their healing process. Some things that families can do outside of school to maximize learning and promote a positive, encouraging environment for their child is when reading, they can discuss and practice the sounds and meanings of words that they may not know. For example, when a parent is reading with their child, and then whether the child is reading or the parent is reading, if they come across a word that's new or unknown, or they don't know how to read just yet, they can go over that and sound out each sound in the word, or even go to a dictionary and find out the meaning of the word and how that fits into the story and how that makes sense to build the sentence. That's one great example. Or another great example is to start a garden in the backyard, or even just a couple plants at home. Planting is a hands-on activity that's great for sensory. It gives them independence and responsibility because they are going to try to remember when they need to water it, and they're watching this plant grow on their own. They are also working on their math skills with how much to water it, when to water it, and if they're getting enough sunlight. So it's a science and math activity for children that they can do with their families at home and siblings included. Thanks so much. I hope this was helpful.